All right, welcome back. We got our Mystery Tackle Box Pro unboxing for I guess it is still September. Been late getting to these. I've been really busy and out of town for the last week or two. So if you're not familiar with Mystery Tackle Box, it's a subscription-based company. They have the basic bass box, which I opened in one of my other unboxings, and this is an upgraded version for an extra $10. It's more full packs of soft plastics, but it trends more towards hard baits, and there's usually at least one really good bait in this box. You can check them out at mysterytacklebox.com if you're interested. Anyway, let's go ahead and get in this thing. Alright, so first we got our what's inside the box card. And it's a fairly decent box. So first up we got the Deep 2.5 from Skinny Bear. So I'm more familiar with Skinny Bear for terminal tackle, but it looks like they've kind of branched out into the hard bait realm. But what we've got here is a deep diving crankbait. Good sticky sharp hooks. Skinny Bear usually makes pretty good hooks, although they tend to be really light wire, and these are no exception. But kind of a sexy shad color. Nice deep diver. No indication on here of the dive depth. If I find some more information, I'll put it in the remarks, so you'll see it at the bottom of the screen down here. But yeah, it's fairly solid looking crankbait. Nice loud rattles. Definitely sharp hooks. So that is the Deep 2.5 from Skinny Bear. And that retails for $11.99. All right, next we got the Stealth Swim Jig from Freedom Tackle. I've tried these before. These are nice, and these are actually fairly light. The ones I've gotten before have been really heavy. It's like in the 3/4 ounce range. But essentially what this is, if you're familiar with Freedom Tackle, their big thing is kind of developing not only a free swinging jig head, but also a free swinging jig head that you can choose the hook for. So it's the jig head itself, which is that, with a little screw lock in the back of it to attach your hook. So essentially what you'll do is insert the hook here into the bait and then just twist the bait to lock the hook onto it. Or twist the hook, I should say, to lock it onto the jig head. And that lasts a little bit. So now you got a full free swinging jig head. You can rig your swim bait back here, tie up here. If you decide you need to switch to a different swim bait, different jig, or a different size hook, different type hook, whatever you need to do in that regard, you don't have to retie. All you need to do is pop the hook off. So the hook comes back off pretty much the same way it went on. So it comes back apart. Once it's on there, it's locked in and it's not going anywhere. But like I said, if you need to, you just swap out the hook without having to retie or swap out your jig head. So it comes with 2 jig heads, 2 hooks, but they're different styles of hooks. So this one comes pre-rigged with a skirt, and then you've got, because of the skirt taking up the normal Z-bend in the hook, that's actually got a spring lock keeper on it as well. And the reality is, if you really wanted to, you could actually rig one of these with a center pin or a spring lock swim bait hook, rather than just an extra wide gap. These are fairly light. It says they're 1/4 ounce, and it comes with a 3/0 and a 5/0 hook. So, and it says 3.25/0 hook, I guess. That's what these are designed for. These look to be 5/0. But 1/4 ounce, so good weight. just so they're not super heavy. You don't need a super heavy rod to throw these. You can throw them with a smaller swim bait and get good action out of them. But that is the Freedom Stealth Jig, Stealth Hybrid from Freedom Tackle, and that retails for $8.49. Right, next up we got a DT Series crankbait from Rapala, or Rapala, depending on how you want to pronounce it. Alright, so here we've got a DT4, so this is one of the smaller ones, dives to 4 feet, so fairly small crankbait, lightweight. These are 1/4 ounce if I remember correctly. 5/16 of an ounce, so actually a little bit heavier than your normal Rapala. These are a balsa bait. And this one's actually fairly clean for a Rapala. There's this water spot there. They do tank tune their baits before they ship them out, so it's not uncommon to get a Rapala bait with water spots on the body. They just wipe right off. This is a purple and green craw, purple olive craw. I don't have this size. I've got some of the larger ones in this color, but this is just a really, really good crawfish color. And these are really high quality baits. Come with VMC hooks since they're part of the same company. So VMC makes good sharp hooks, so you don't have to replace the hooks on these straight away. They come with good hooks already. And this actually has a rattle, so cool. That is the DT4 from Rapala, and $7.99 retail. All right, so next up is not that one. It's actually this one. So with the Shrimp U from Sea-Spin, kind of a cool looking bait. And for those of you that fish like tidal waters or estuarial waters, if you've never fished a shrimp looking bait for bass, you're missing out. And it won't just catch bass, it'll catch other stuff, but so color SH26, I have no idea what that means. Some kind of shrimp color, but good and stinky. It's kind of a shrimp looking bait, and they call it a shrimp bait. I don't know if I'd call this necessarily a shrimp look or not, or shrimp bait or not, but definitely a cool looking little bait, and something bass should just absolutely destroy. 2 little skinny appendages here just to get a little extra action. Fairly translucent, good clear water bait, and there's just a little bit of a tail to it. So that is something you could bounce along the bottom, Texas rigged, fish it on a jig head. It's got a good hook pocket, top and bottom, for a Texas or jig rig. So pretty cool bait, real strong scent in it. And that is the Shrimp U from Sea-Spin. All right, last up we got the Ultimate Strike Minnow from B8 Lab, company I've never heard of before. So, and this is the 5-inch, so 5.0 in pumpkin red flake. Extreme squid scent. So yeah, they smell like Kitech swim baits. Pretty cool design on these things, and they are definitely, they say pumpkin, I'd put this more of a watermelon, but definitely good red flake in them. Got a little articulation up front, good hook, real good hook pocket in the belly actually for such a small swim bait, and then a little recess, a little notch in the top for text posing the hook. Good ribbing on the tail section, and then really thin profile up to the tail, so these should get a real nice wobble to them. I'll probably end up throwing this on one of those, on the Bear Freedom Tackle jig head, and then maybe throw a different colored skirt on it for some effect. But yeah, pretty cool little bait, and it's a 5-pack for $6.10. So we got 5 baits this month. Everything, most of the baits in the $6 to $8.50 range, with that Skinny Bear crankbait being $12. I definitely got your money's worth this month. MTB Pro sticker, and the Dibble Digest once again. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. I do multiple unboxings a month. Several different subscription companies that I unbox each month. So if you're looking to see what's out there and get an idea of what's in each box, what kind of baits they include, how much they include each month, check out my past videos. Give you a pretty good idea of what you can expect. Share my videos with your friends. Not just unboxings. I go fishing from time to time, whenever I get the chance. In fact, I'm trying to get a video up whenever I do, and make as much content, as good content as I possibly can. If there's anything you guys would like to see, go and leave a request in the comments, and if it's something within my capability, I'll give it a look and definitely give you a response. Anyway, till next time, cheers and tight lines.